Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to talk about something really cool, how to take your AI video ideas and turn them into actual cinematic worlds. We're going to move past those generic, kind of boring results and learn how to write prompts with the vision and the control of a real filmmaker. Let's dive in. So you've been there, right? You've got this amazing scene playing out in your head. You type it into an AI generator, hit enter, and what you get back is, well, it's fine, but it's not it. The camera's just sitting there, the lighting's kind of flat, and it just doesn't have that spark. Here's the thing. The problem probably isn't the AI, it's the way we're talking to it. The solution is to learn a whole new language, a cinematic language the AI is built to understand. So what's the big secret that separates those amateur clips from the really pro-level stuff? It's all about structure. You have to stop thinking of your prompt as just a sentence and start thinking of it as a detailed blueprint for a scene. You know, the kind a director would hand to their crew. And that's exactly what we're going to do right now. We're going to build one of these cinematic blueprints together, step by step. Okay, so these are the 6 essential pieces of our blueprint. It might look like a lot, but it's really just everything a director thinks about. We've got to define the camera work, who's in the shot and what they're doing, the world they're in, how it's lit, what it sounds like, and finally that technical polish. Nail these 6 things and you're golden. All right, let's get our hands dirty and start building this thing out. We're going to begin with the visuals, the absolute fundamentals of the scene. This is where we lay the whole foundation. First things first, and I mean, this is rule number 1, the camera. Before you even think about your characters or the setting, you have to decide where the audience is. The camera's angle, its movement, what kind of lens it's using. This is the most important first step because it sets up the entire point of view for the scene. And just look at the level of detail here. We're not just saying a close-up. No way. We're specifying a smooth cinematic dolly in that tells the AI to physically move the camera forward. We're asking for a shallow depth of field, which gives you that beautiful blurry background, and a 35mm lens look for that classic movie feel. This is how you direct. Okay, our camera is rolling. Now we need someone to film, and they need to be doing something. It's so important to be descriptive here. Who is your subject? What do they look like? And what are they doing? You want to design an action that's clear, simple, and can actually happen in a few seconds. This is just perfect. Our subject isn't just a person, right? They're a young, creative professional with a concentrated expression, and the action tells a little story. They type, and they see their work come to life. In one short prompt, we've given the AI character, motivation, and even a tiny narrative arc. So where is all of this happening? The environment and the lighting are not just background noise, they are maybe the most powerful tools you have for setting a mood and an emotional tone. You have to decide, are we in a bright, happy place or a dark, moody studio? And again, specificity is everything. It's a minimalist, modern studio, not just an office. And the lighting? We're using pro terms here like soft key light to illuminate the subject and a cool blue rim light to make them pop from the background. We even tell the AI the exact feeling we want, moody yet inspiring. You're literally painting with words here. So we've pretty much directed the visuals, but a truly cinematic scene hits more than just your eyes, right? It's what you hear too. Now we're getting into the sound and overall style. And with AI getting so good at syncing audio, this part is absolutely critical if you want your video to feel real and professional. Professional sound design is never just one thing. It's all about layers. So instead of just writing add music, you need to think like a sound mixer. You've got dialogue, you've got specific sound effects, you've got the ambient noise of the room, and then you have the musical score. When you layer all those together, you create a world that feels incredibly rich and immersive. And look how this is broken down for the AI. It's so clear. The dialogue is literally put in quotation marks, the sound effects, the SFX are spelled out, soft keyboard typing, subtle mouse click. And the music isn't just music, it's an inspirational cinematic background score. Every single layer has a job to do. And finally, we get to add that last layer of polish. This is where we define the overall vibe, the aesthetic, and all the technical details. Is this supposed to look like a gritty old black and white movie or a super clean modern tech ad? Nailing this down ensures everything looks consistent and high quality. This is basically our final note to the AI's editing department. We're asking for a very specific teal and orange color grading. You've seen that look in tons of blockbuster movies. And the technical specs like 4K resolution and 24 FPS, that's the frame rate for cinema, tells the AI, hey, make this look like a real high quality film. Okay, Wow, our blueprint is done. But wait, before you rush to hit generate, there is one final crucial step that every pro takes, a quick quality control check. It's just a quick scan to make sure all of our directions make sense together and serve our main vision. Honestly, this little checklist is your best friend. Just do a quick mental pass. Is my dialogue in quotes? Yep. Are there any instructions that fight each other, like asking for a bright sunny day but also dark, moody lighting? Nope. The simple 5-second check can save you so much time and so many frustrating results. So we just spent all this time carefully building this super detailed, structured prompt. You might be wondering, does it really make that much of a difference? Well, let's put it to the test. Let's see the power of structure with a direct comparison. On the left, you have your basic prompt, a person typing at a desk, and you'll get a video, for sure, but it's a total roll of the dice. On the right, you have our cinematic prompt. The difference is just night and day, isn't it? One is a vague hope, the other is a clear, confident vision. One is leaving it all up to chance, the other is putting you in the director's chair. And this brings us right back to that core philosophy, the one we actually wrote into our prompt as dialogue. Structure your vision, control every detail, create like a filmmaker. This isn't just a technique, it's a whole new mindset. If you want cinematic results, you have to start thinking like a filmmaker. And that's really what it all comes down to. That's the big takeaway. It's this beautiful balance between that huge creative vision you have in your head and the clear technical language that the AI needs to actually build it for you. Once you master that balance, you'll be able to turn any idea from just words into an entire world.